The glass like this is actually quite hard because it's so...
The complete version of Tesla's self-driving beta is now available to all those living in North America. Tesla is now allowing customers who were previously deemed too risky to test out its contentious driver assistance technology to do so. But why the sudden change of mind? And what is the full self-driving capability capable of? Welcome to the Tesla News Hangout. Today, we will discuss Tesla's full self-driving beta, why Elon Musk suddenly decided to introduce it to North America, and why it has received so much backlash. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, said on Twitter that the company's full self-driving beta technology is now available to anyone in North America who has paid for the option and can now request it through the screen in their vehicle. Since they had low ratings on the parameters that Tesla uses to determine insurance prices, certain paying customers have been unable to access the FSD feature up until now. The FSD had come under scrutiny as a result of the fact that Musk's claims about it had not been met. He made his first public announcement of his intention to market autonomous driving in October 2016. Later, he forecasted that Tesla's technology would progress in 2019 to the point where there would no longer be a requirement for drivers in approximately 1 year. These forecasts were off the mark. A fully attentive driver is still required for FSD to maintain control of the vehicle and be prepared to take the wheel at any second. As a direct consequence of this difference, Tesla is now subject to a greater amount of legal and regulatory risk. Last month, an anonymous reporter stated that investigations into Tesla's assertions regarding its self-driving technology are being conducted by both the Securities and Exchange Commission and the Justice Department of the United States. In September, a Tesla customer in California filed a lawsuit against the company, saying that Tesla made false representations about the capabilities of its driver assistance systems. The customer is making an effort right now to have the case recognized as a class action lawsuit. In August, the California Department of Motor Vehicles also claimed that the corporation had misled customers about the capabilities of its FSD and autopilot technologies. Given that Elon Musk has conceded that demand for Tesla vehicles has been a little harder to meet, the business asserts that it did not record all of the payments that its clients paid for FSD, but only a portion of them, and that it will report the remaining balance as deferred revenue. Patrick Hummel of UBS said FSD transactions hadn't been entirely recorded in Tesla's P&L since buyers bought a promise rather than a finished thing. At the end of September, Tesla had a backlog of delayed revenue amounting to $2.8 billion. During that time, the business projected that it would earn $1.09 billion in deferred revenue over the course of the subsequent 12 months. However, Tesla has a history of exaggerating such figures. Musk has benefited from the lax approach taken by the United States government toward regulating automated driving technology. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration had indicated that there were few legal barriers to driver assistance systems in the country before the first fatal disaster involving Tesla's autopilot in 2016. When fans of Tesla asked Musk in March about the availability of FSD in Europe, he informed them that Tesla was hesitating because local regulators were less tolerant. The adoption of FSD by Tesla has been criticized by the National Highway Traffic Safety Board, NHTSB, even though the NHTSA does not have the authority and laws to compel automakers to adhere to certain recommendations. Earlier this year, the chairwoman of the National Transportation Safety Board, Jennifer Homendy, was quoted by Bloomberg saying that, "Right now, our streets are like the Wild West." Even though the capabilities may be innovative and interesting, she believes buyers should exercise caution before shelling out $10,000 for what the electric car company refers to as its full self-driving capability option. The manufacturer asserts that each and every new vehicle it manufactures is outfitted with all of the required equipment to go completely autonomous. In addition, the business claims that in the not-too-distant future, its automobiles will be able to receive over-the-air software updates that will enable them to drive themselves for a fee. However, for the time being, the term full self-driving capabilities continues to be a misleading term. According to Tesla, the package may aid the driver with parking, lane changes on the highway, and even completely stopping at traffic signals and stop signs. As additional federal investigations into accidents involving Tesla vehicles are carried out, regulators are increasingly taking a closer look at the claims. The California Department of Motor Vehicles placed Tesla under review earlier after the company made the statements in public and violated state regulations that prohibit automakers from marketing their products as autonomous unless they comply with certain criteria and the company has a deployment permit. Because these technologies were designed to assist drivers in the event of a crash, experts in the field of safety are concerned that the outrageous claims made by the automaker could lead to the kind of misuse that has been publicly demonstrated on social media. In most instances, owners of autonomous vehicles have acted in an unsafe manner by relying too heavily on the capabilities of the vehicle's autonomous system. The full self-driving capability suite requires the driver to maintain a high level of concentration at all times to prevent additional safety concerns. In addition, despite the costly fee, some features do not provide many advantages to clients. According to documents obtained from the California Department of Motor Vehicles by the legal advocacy group Plain Sight, a lawyer representing the automaker reportedly informed DMV officials in March 2021 that Tesla vehicles with full self-driving capability will still require a driver to steer, brake, or accelerate as necessary, making it less than full. Since the company's inception almost a decade ago, Tesla has set itself apart from other manufacturers by producing svelte electric cars with driving ranges that lead the industry, as well as by developing innovative technology with the goal of one day producing a fully autonomous vehicle that can drive itself. Despite the significant advances in automated driving, the extensive study and experience of Consumer Reports demonstrate that owners shouldn't rely on Tesla's driver assistance features to boost safety or make driving easier. The driver has the ability to activate and deactivate each of the functions, each of which is intended to function exclusively in specific contexts, such as when the vehicle is parked in a private parking lot or when it is being driven on a highway, respectively. However, the great majority of the functions included in Tesla's full self-driving capability package, including the tried-and-true AutoPark self-parking technology, exhibited unpredictability in their operation. When using the Smart Summon feature, which enables the car to be remotely driven to a destination within a private parking lot, the vehicle can occasionally proceed in the wrong direction, and occasionally fail to stop when required to do so by the stop sign. For the autopilot, if a destination has been entered into the navigation system, a Tesla driving down a highway should be able to take on and off ramps and change lanes without the driver's intervention, provided that the destination has been pre-programmed. However, the system's behavior is inconsistent, as it can sometimes use the carpool lane, ignore exit ramps along the planned course, and spend a significant amount of time in the passing lane. Additionally, the feature can occasionally become completely inoperable for no apparent reason. The traffic light and stop sign control feature is programmed to come to a full stop at each stoplight, regardless of whether or not the light is green, unless the driver manually disables the system. However, according to many users, it would periodically speed up at stop signs, run red lights, and come to a complete stop at each exit. On the primary display panel, Tesla indicates that the Navigate on Autopilot capability, and the traffic light and stop sign control capability are both in beta, which indicates that the software is still not there yet. Even though you must make a conscious decision to use these capabilities, research has shown that doing so comes with several drawbacks. According to William Wallace, manager of safety policy for Consumer Reports, Tesla routinely releases immature beta features, some of which can put people in danger and shouldn't be used anywhere other than on a private test track or proving ground. Despite Tesla's assurances that these functions would improve with time, they do not yet appear to warrant the steep price tag that comes with purchasing one of their vehicles. Funkhauser contends that Tesla appears to be more concerned with having the most features than with ensuring that the functions function as they were designed to. It would be more prudent to invest time and resources in developing a driver monitoring system for autopilot, as this would significantly improve the system's safety and utility. The feedback of Tesla's customers is used to guide the company's product development, but using such cutting-edge technology while driving presents hazards to you and other motorists. What do you think of Tesla's FSD technology? Please leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel Tesla News Hangout, where we talk about Elon Musk, Tesla, and SpaceX. While you're at it, hit the bell so you never miss any of our videos, as more exciting ones like this are on the way. I'll see you in the next one.
You drive your Tesla down here, put it on autopilot, and it would take you through